Welcome to the Whitetail Obsession Podcast with Dave Richmond and co-host Chris Worthing, where we talk and teach everything deer and turkey hunting related. Follow along as we help teach you tips and techniques about hunting, food plots, and habitat management strategies that everyone can use.
Podcast 78. So Tuesday morning, I woke up and I was 40 years old. And when I woke up, my back and knees hurt
Overnight.
overnight. Turned 40 and I'm sore already. 40 years old. I'm in the 40 club. It's unfortunate.
I would say welcome, but I'm graduated from there.
Yeah, you are. You're in the 50s club.
Mhm.
Yeah, so podcast 78, guys. We're back with more. And Chris, did you remember my velvet buck that I shot
Yeah,
two
yeah,
years ago?
that was a nice looking buck.
Yeah.
It had
I'm
some
fi-
funky. Some
It
of the
did.
points were funky.
It was. I'm finally getting it back from the taxidermist.
So it's done.
It's done. I officially got the text that it's done and come pick it up.
Nice.
And I'm still waiting on my other buck that I shot with my rifle. That it's not done yet.
It
So
got
I'm waiting
stolen.
on. Huh?
It got stolen.
That one didn't get stolen. This one did.
Oh,
Right here.
okay.
But I got it.
I-
I got it back.
I'll go steal it.
You can try. But yeah, so I'm gonna pick up my velvet buck, and I thought about doing a video just about it because it was on public land. Shot it with my bow, and it's pretty funky looking,
Yeah.
pretty weird looking. So
No, that's pretty neat. I mean, that was a whole adventure there.
yeah, public land, way back in the way that I shot that thing. It was pretty cool. So anyway, we're gonna talk about some food plot situations, and did you know that I still haven't planted my plots yet?
I knew that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty crazy, right? Because we're in second week of June.
Yeah, but have to wait for the right conditions
Hmm.
and timing. I mean,
Yeah,
your situation is timing
right. Mine's timing.
from where you're at.
Yeah. So I I wish I would have planted 2, 3 weeks ago, but was it just timing? It didn't work out. And you know what? I'm not even upset about it because I got time.
Oh,
Um,
plenty of time.
as long as we're getting moisture and rain, we can plant. You can plant through June.
Mhm.
And I'm planting mother load from Domain, which is a mix of beans and peas and stuff. So I'm actually planting this Sunday because I have to. I it's like been busy. That's the only time I can plant, and it's 4 hours away. And there's moisture coming, later that week, according to the
Mhm.
weather. There's like thunderstorms every single day that I saw.
Yeah.
And I'm planting incognito for screening as well, and I got some other stuff to do as well while I'm there. I'm going to be spraying some Dirty Deeds, the humic based product from Domain. Um, Testing out a new micronutrient granular that I got, and we planting mother load and incognito. And you're planting some stuff too, right?
Yeah, I've established clover and chicory plots from last year, so I just built on those, and so I'm not planning plots. I'm planning my screening, and the screening, like this week, up and coming. I was gonna plan it this Saturday, but this next week's gonna be droughty, very hot, humid, and no rain in the forecast. So I'm going to probably plant towards the end of next week or next Saturday. Like you said, we are also going to get some rain in the forecast. So I'm not excited about it either. I just, there's time. It's only screening. Um, some years I get the screening in so early that it matures early, and then we'll get a big windstorm or something during the summertime, and it'll want to blow over and break the stalks or whatever. So I would rather it be, you know,
Not as tall.
not as tall and strong, you know, so that it won't blow over and be screwed up for hunting season.
Hmm.
Because I've actually had to go in and side dress with potash and things before and make some of it stand back up.
Try to recover it.
Yeah, yeah, and you only get about half to three-quarter of it recovered when that happens,
Hmm.
as long as the stalk isn't completely snapped, sometimes you can get it to stand, but it's not a very successful thing.
No, it's tough.
But
And
there's plenty of time, like, we're in the
yeah,
second week of June here, and, I mean, yeah, our growing season is short, no doubt.
well, like I'm planting the mother load, but you know, typically if you're planting straight beans, you want to have them in, by now. But if you're planning on keeping them, through the fall and stuff, but I am not. Mine,
No, you
I'm,
want green manure, right?
yeah, I just want green manure and something for them to, eat a little bit. And I'm, uh, I'm planting up mine up against the farmer's beans.
Mhm,
So I just thought it would be cool to do kind of like a video like, hey, here's my perfectly conditioned soil and I'm planting beans in it. And here's the farmer's field that doesn't they don't really take care of it. Which ones are they going to eat,
right.
basically? And I got that new 360 camera from Stealth Cam.
Ah, you got it, okay.
Well, I got a notification that it's being shipped.
Oh, okay.
So it was on pre-order that I pre-ordered it, and I bought a solar panel for it as well.
Ah,
So I
nice.
should be able to stick it out in the field, which I don't really like to do, but I'm gonna put it on a T-post, kind of
Right.
kind of off to the side a little bit, hopefully out of the way,
Holy
but
crap.
just be able to compare 360-degree view of that ag field and the plot and see where they are.
Hmm,
What are they eating on, basically.
nice.
And since
Speaking
I'm
of
four
speaking of cameras, that's my reveal
oh, there you go.
notifications are all piling in now. I got it set for 7 p.m.
Yep. And with me being 4 hours away, it's hard to time rain. You can
Yeah,
because I always got other stuff I would have liked to had it in 2, 3 weeks ago, but just didn't work out. So um one thing I'm doing is I have a lot of turkeys and I'm discing the ground and I got a new disc this year and I'm going to be using that and there's clover in there now that I had actually sprayed, and I'm gonna turn that back in. And when I till this in, I'm tilling the fertilizer in and everything with it. I'm spraying the Dirty Deeds humic based soil conditioner, and I'm gonna broadcast my beans, and I'm gonna lightly disc those beans in as well, and then basically drag it.
mhm,
And I have party streamers, and
mm,
it's a funny thing. I have party streamers, and I'm sticking in the plot to keep the turkeys out.
mm.
And that does work because they sit there and spin and it basically spooks the turkeys so they don't peck all my seeds and stuff away. So there's things you can do to, help yourself out if you're
Build a
in that.
scarecrow.
Yeah, build a
Build yourself a scarecrow.
scarecrow, yeah. But there's things to do to kind of help your plot when you have that distance thing, from where you're planting and things. And I'm not worried about it. Like, hey, if I plant Sunday, we're not having rain till Friday. I'm
Yeah,
not worried about it. The seed will sit there. It'll be fine. And once we get that first rain, they'll
tur-
germinate.
turkeys clean you out.
Nah, because I got my party streamers and I'm gonna have my reveals there. If I start getting turkeys, I'm gonna be driving 4 hours to bust a cap in these turkeys.
That farmer is gonna be like, "What? Yo-yo put these
Nope.
party spinners in this field.
Yeah.
I'm
It
taking them." And he's gonna
it
be out there
works.
plucking. He's gonna be out there plucking your fans out of the ground.
It works. It works.
The
And
spinners.
I also have incognito. I'm planting about a 6 foot wide strip, and I actually have
Mhm,
a backpack sprayer where I'm spraying simazine on that area
mhm,
because there's a lot of ragweed around there.
right.
So I don't want that ragweed to compete with the incognito. So I'll spray that with my backpack sprayer, and
Mhm.
then broadcast my incognito.
I mean,
And
I still get weeds in my incognito strips, but the incognito usually outperforms it.
it does. It can. I did it last year, but it didn't work because I waited till like July to plant it, and we just had zero rain. I mean,
Yeah.
none. And I didn't have no weeds. That simazine worked, and didn't have no weeds, but it was just. I mean, it was a really bad drought last year throughout this summer.
Right.
So um, that's my plan, and that's kind of what's happening. The reasons I didn't plant, well, it just was time. I had stuff to do, and it was just a lot going on, so I couldn't make it there
Hmm.
um, to plant. So
I mean, worst case scenario, I have that water tank, and I built I built like a manifold system for it out of PVC and drilled holes in it, and I can take 200 gallons out there and ride over my strips and water them if I had to, but I don't want to have to do that.
yeah,
I'm right here. I can wait a little while, you know, and yeah, the 10-day after this week's over, it looks like we're going to be getting right back
time
into the swing of
showers.
rain showers again.
Good. We need them.
So yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, it's coming. We'll be all right. We'll get some showers and be good to go.
So, how many questions have you got? Because I got a few. And someone says, "Well, when you plant your screen, what can I spray on them?"
Mm,
Absolutely zero, dude. Because I don't know. I mean, someone brought up the question, "Well, can I spray it with 2,4-D?" And I thought, well, you could, but you take a risk of injuring your screening
hmm
because it is considered more of a grass. Like clethodum would totally obliterate it, I'm sure, or something to that matter. Uh, so they was like, well, what about 2,4-D? And I said, well, I wouldn't risk it. So I said, just plant, get the weeds taken care of first, and then plant your screen,
hmm
and hopefully your screen outperforms any weeds that follow.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I
that was
think
the
a lot of the uh, weed issues and stuff. I think with food plots, even in ag and stuff too, ag production. But um, weeds are a big concern because a lot of stuff is becoming resistant and things to glyphosate. But um, these pre-emergents like simazine and I can't. There's so many. Well, I'm not really a herbicide guy, but I know simazine works well for planting like your sorghum and stuff like that. But I think the key is to prevent them from even growing. But in return, spraying a pre-emergent on the soil and it doesn't allow weeds to grow, to me that's kind of spooky because
yeah. How do you
I
know it's
just
even working?
well, no, I'm
You know,
saying it's spooky because it's preventing you're spraying on the soil and it's preventing the weeds from growing.
what does it prevent from growing for your food seed,
Well, yeah,
whatever
but
you're trying to plot?
yes, but I'm talking about as far as like getting it on you or something.
Oh, that's spooky. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah. That stuff
spooky.
freaks me out, man. I don't, I
Yeah,
don't,
I mean
I don't like.
glyphosate kills, on contact, and pre-emergents prevent things from growing. And I don't know. That's just kind of I don't like messing with this stuff too
It's
much.
definitely taboo. I don't like that crap.
Yeah.
I only use it when I have to. I mean, I did spray IMOX in not this past Monday, but the Monday before, and I'm just now starting to get a little brown up.
Mm,
And I'm gonna be honest, it might be dead. It don't look dead. Some stuff you can see is withered and twisting and falling over, but like some of the grasses and stuff, I don't know if they're dead. Just being honest. I don't know. I might later on if mowing doesn't control it. Hopefully it's dead and it's just standing there and still looks green. Maybe it'll brown out. But if it's not, it sure has knocked it down. I mean, it slowed it down so much that but it's still there. I can see it. So
how much did you use?
I used I go heavy. I used like 8, 9 ounces in that 15-gallon of water. So I mean that's heavy dose. And I use that on 1 acre. So it should be enough,
Hmm
you know.
How long you
And
been?
it's not this past Monday, but the Monday before. So it's been a week and a half. And, it takes 10,
Yeah.
14 days a lot of times to even see something.
IMAX is a little bit longer, like
Yeah.
uh like 20 days. Like it takes a little bit.
It's frustrating because you wonder if you got it, you know, and that's the point I'm at right now. It's like I see stuff wilting and withering, like as far as broadleaf, but the grasses still look green to me, and it's kind of messing with my head. So I gotta wait a little bit here, and everything's clovered or flowered up again. I'm waiting for them to turn brownish before I go out and mow again.
Hmm.
So once they once those little flower heads turn brown, I'm gonna go out and mow. And
Chris is mowing clover again, guys.
again, this will already be my second cutting, and I'm into June.
Hmm.
Last year, I think I mowed like 6 times.
Yeah. Well, nothing wrong with that. It's
I
growing.
I mean, yeah, I got through that droughty season, then we got into that rainy season, and it just wouldn't quit,
Hmm.
and then when we did get a sunny day, it was so hot and humid that the stuff just was growing haywire.
Yep.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with it at all. I did a lot of clover clipping last year. I hope to do it again this year. That just spreads that seed,
Yeah.
thickens the plot.
Yep. That's it.
Definitely thickens the plot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're gonna do this week, guys.
I'll probably have a video. I'll definitely probably record my planting. You show the new disc and what I'm spraying, using new micronutrients and trying and granular micronutrients and
Mhm.
try to kind of show the setup. So
Yeah, I haven't even sprayed the secret sauce yet.
mm,
That sulfur micro mix that I bought. Haven't even sprayed that because I wanted to wait to see what this IMOX does because I don't want to be feeding weeds.
hmm
I'm just waiting. It's been sprayed. Everything should take care of itself here in another week or two, and then I'll probably mow high. And then after that sits for a week or so, I'll probably get out the sulfur micro mix and spray it. That also has a 8% nitrogen in it, I believe. So it should really boost things up.
definitely.
So I'm gonna try it out, see what happens. I love
All right.
experimenting. Love experimenting.
We have to let us know how it works.
Yes, I will.
All right. I'm out.
Okay, man. I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Me too.
See you guys. Happy
Later.
plotting.
I'm 40.